Hey, hey, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to all the lady bosses out there. How are you today? Come on in here. Jody Marvin, also known as the Skills Monetizer, coming in live today to you today from my home office here in central New York. So as you guys are rolling in, please say hello. Tell me where you're coming in from. What's the weather like where you are? I think it's cold everywhere, right? It's a chilly, I think 12 or 13 degrees here today. So I got my turtleneck on. I have my cup here. And yeah, by the way, yes, this is Coffee and Entrepreneurship with Jody. But you know what? Doesn't matter what you drink. I'm having some of my oolong tea. Yeah, come here anyway. Let's talk about entrepreneurship and all of the things to run a successful business, a home-based business, doing what you love and building your empire. So I'm so glad that you're here with me today because I'm going to be talking about two, key elements for successful entrepreneurship, which is all about mindset and motivation. So I cannot wait to share that with you today. Now, if you're just rolling in and you're here live, give me a hashtag live in the comments. If you're watching the replay, type hashtag replay. If you're new to my page or if you're new to my world here, type in hashtag new because I'd love to reach out and say hello and get to know you. Alrighty, so I'm just going to check the comments here. And I got to tell you, today's exciting because I'm trying something new. Good morning. Happy hump day to you as well. I cannot see who you are on my StreamYard comments. So, but good morning and thank you for being here. So why is it exciting today? Because I'm trying something new. I am actually, good morning, Renee. Thank you for tuning in here. I am actually also streaming over to Instagram for the very first time. So hello, Instagram. Hello, everyone out there on Instagram. I'm so excited to see, how this works, just testing this out here because that's what we do as entrepreneurs, right? We try new things and see if they work. So, I clicked all the buttons. I believe I'm live here. So very, very cool. Good morning. Actually, yes. Hello, Andre from Instagram. Hello. Thank you for tuning in. Great to see you. Yep. So it's all working, you guys. So much fun. So much fun to try new things, to be innovative, and that really helps with your mindset and your motivation too, right? Is when you try new things and test them out, and if they don't work, they don't work, right? So you try something else. So anyway, all right. So again, I think I'm going to introduce myself right now. All right. For those of you that are new to my page, my name is Jody Marvin. I'm an operations management consultant, and I also train naturally organized women to build OSP businesses that they love from home. They build empires from home. And what is an OSP business? It's an online service provider business where you go out and you help other entrepreneurs, other small business owners, even larger companies providing services that they need, because as entrepreneurs and small business owners, we just can't do it all by ourselves, right? Okay, so you know what? We're going to get right into this. I'm so excited. And I'm actually sharing some really cool stuff from my paid program. It's my business boot camp. And, this topic is so important to me that I actually dedicated an entire module to this topic because it really can make or break an entrepreneur, because we're always doing all the things, sometimes things aren't working and we do get a little down, but we need to be able to find a way to bring ourselves out of that. And you know what? It's all about mindset, right? It really, truly is. So let's talk about this mindset stuff, okay? Alrighty. So, there's two different types of mindset, right? And we're going to touch on those. And it's kind of obvious. You can go one way or the other, right? But we're going to talk about a growth versus a fixed mindset. Alrighty. I'm just going to bring my little notes over here. So, again, establishing a positive mindset. Oh my goodness gracious. It's crucial for business. And honestly, it's crucial for a happy life, isn't it? I mean, how many times have you, maybe woken up in the morning and you thought you had a good mindset, right? And then your environment plays a little, does a little like 180 on you, right? And, there's environmental factors. I don't know, grumpy people around you, or something happens and, or something doesn't happen. And it kind of just starts to ruin your day a little bit. Well, we want to turn that around. All right. And we do that by trying to move our fixed mindset to a growth mindset. All righty. So let's talk about the concept of growth and fixed mindsets. All right. So this concept of growth versus fixed mindset was introduced by a psychologist by the name of Carol Dweck. If you've never heard of her, Google her, look her up. But so the concept is really pivotal in understanding about your beliefs about ourselves. All right, because it can shape our success. It really can. So let's talk about a fixed mindset. Are you guys hearing me here? Tell me in the comments if you can relate to having a fixed mindset. I know that we've all experienced it. And yeah, it's just a part of life, right? So yeah, tell me in the comments. So, a fixed mindset is really, it's the belief that our abilities, our intelligence, our talents, the things that we naturally come by, that they're fixed traits. They can't be, they can't grow. They can't change in any way, right? So this mindset, in this mindset, individuals really will often avoid challenges. They give up easily. I have done that. And they really see effort as fruitless when they face obstacles, right? Something happens and boom, I'm done. I can't do it. It's too overwhelming. I don't have enough time in the day, whatever that reason may be, whatever that obstacle is, right? So on the other hand, a growth mindset is it's based on the belief that our abilities and our intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. All right. So you're switching that mindset over, right? Because when you think about that, if we believe that our abilities and our intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work, oh my gosh, the sky's the limit, isn't it? And this mindset, it really embraces challenges, persists in the face of setbacks, and it really views our efforts as more of a path to mastery, right? We can master those skills, not today or tomorrow or overnight or whatever, but it recognizes that intelligence and talent are really just the starting point, right? We all have to start somewhere, and personal growth and success are really achievable through perseverance and resilience. How many times have we wanted to just say, you know what, I'm done? In so many areas, like starting a book or starting a diet or whatever, an eating program or an exercise program. And, you feel like giving up because you feel like it's not working and you want to see those results right away, right? So let's now talk about the impact of mindset on business. So in this huge realm of entrepreneurship, mindset is such a critical determinant of our success, because a fixed mindset can really limit things like our innovation and our risk taking. Because in entrepreneurship, we need to take those risks. I mean, you have to step out of the comfort zone. You have to try new things, because staying stagnant gets you nowhere, right? So, as the fear of failure and being judged and all that other things, like putting yourself out on social media because we need to market ourselves as entrepreneurs, that can really that mindset can really overshadow our potential growth opportunities, right? Reaching out to, potential collaborators and networkers. So entrepreneurs with this mindset, they might even avoid pursuing new ventures or, and this is the killer right here. This is the kicker, really giving up too soon in the face of challenges, right? We never know when we're on that brink where we're going to be making a breakthrough, right? We work really hard. We don't get the results. And then we're like, okay, no results, I'm giving up. But you could be right on that edge, right? Yes, absolutely. So on the other hand, growth mindset, and this is what it's all about. This is where we want to make that shift, right? Because a growth mindset can be incredibly beneficial in the entrepreneurial journey. It fosters resilience, a willingness to learn from our mistakes, and really the flexibility to adapt to changing business landscapes. Because let's face it, our businesses are going to be changing all the time. Our brand's going to be changing, right? We could do a pivot. We could add new services, new products, whatever that may be. But our business landscapes are changing all the time, and they should be, because that means we're growing. So entrepreneurs with a growth mindset, they really are more likely to embrace those new opportunities. They're more likely to innovate. They're more likely to persevere through all the difficulties. And this can really lead to a sustained business growth and success, right? I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that, we should have a growth mindset. But if it's that easy, why can't we do it, right? So understanding and cultivating really a growth mindset is, it's not just beneficial, but it's really essential for entrepreneurs who are aiming to thrive in this ever evolving, ever changing world of business. All right. So I would challenge you to perform just a little activity. You don't have to do it right now, but you can write this down in a notebook or whatever. But so, write a couple things down just to do a little bit of internal reflecting. So let me just take a little sip, because this is coffee and entrepreneurship. So the first thing I want you to ask yourself is, when you're faced with a challenge, right? It could be any challenge. It could be in your personal life, your business life, whatever. My initial thought is, what is that thought? Oh, I'm overwhelmed. Oh, I'll never get that done. I can't do it. I'm scared. I'm an introvert. I have social anxiety. Whatever that initial thought is with that particular challenge, right? And then number 2, when I receive constructive criticism, how do I feel? How do you feel when you receive constructive criticism? Are you offended? Do you think about it and say, you know what? Yeah, maybe I should, think about that and implement a different strategy? Do I get mad about constructive criticism? I have before. I've gotten offended before. And how have you respond? How do you usually respond to this constructive criticism? I really want you to dig in and ask yourself that. All right. This is just some internal work. Okay. So number 3, let's list down a recent situation where you displayed either a growth or a fixed mindset, and really reflect on how that impacted your outcome. All right. Yeah. Just, dig deep and really, think about these exercises. But I'm going to keep moving on, because, this is a normal live stream episode, and you will have time to just reflect on that later. And I also, if you stay till the end, I have a little surprise for you so that you can do this exercise on your own and not have to come and rewatch or rewind or whatever. Okay. All right. So I'm going to talk to you very quickly about, I just want to go check my Instagram and see. Oh my gosh. Raga, hi, Ann. I see you over on Instagram. This is so cool. Wow. Very cool that we can stream to all the places. Technology can be a wonderful thing, right? Okay. You guys, so overcoming a fixed mindset. All right. So overcoming this fixed mindset that we're talking about here, because this is what today's episode is all about, really involves just shifting your perspective. And you know what you need to do? We need to adopt new habits. We need to adopt the new habits that will foster growth and, adaptability, right? So here are some ideas to help you make that transition. All right. So I have quite a few ideas for you. I'm going to check the time here because I want to be mindful of that. All right. We have plenty of time. Okay. Awesome. I'm so excited to share this with you, you guys, because if you implement these and if you use these, you really can shift from that fixed mindset to the growth mindset. And I'm telling you, it does wonders for your motivation and your outlook. And oh my gosh, thank you, Anne. I love today's topic too. It's just so important. And it's close to my heart because on the days that I'm having that fixed mindset, oh my goodness gracious, I can use some tips like these to really get me out of that, because it can make or break your day. And if that day turns into a week with the same fixed mindset, we're missing out on huge opportunities in our businesses, in our personal lives. So these tips really matter. Okay, so how are we going to make that transition, you guys? So number one, we are going to embrace challenges. So let's see these challenges as opportunities to learn and grow rather than threats to your abilities, threats to your identity. All right. So when you're encountering these difficulties, just tackle them with a mindset of you're gaining new skills and experiences. All right. Number two is let's practice perseverance. I can say that today. Let's develop some grit and resilience. And, just understand that most achievements, they require time, they require effort, and they honestly require continuous learning. We should always be learning, right? So remind yourself that persistence often leads to success. If you give up, you're not going to know if you're going to reach that success. My goodness gracious. Number three, value the process over the outcome. Yes, you heard me. Sometimes the process sucks, doesn't it? Sometimes it really does. Oh my gosh. So let's focus on the process of learning and growing. We're kind of, sometimes that can be a little dry and boring, and we're in the mundane thing where our heads are down, we're focusing, but we're not a third party looking in to see we're actually learning and growing, right? Rather than obsessing over the results that we're going to get at the end. We're working toward those end results, but just appreciate the effort and the progress that you're making along the way, regardless of the outcome. All right. Oh my gosh. Because, honestly, just valuing that over, valuing that process over the outcome is just a way to just live in the moment too. Right. Oh my gosh. Time goes by so quickly. And I'd rather say, later on that, oh, I wish I would have done that. I would rather not say, oh, I wish I would have done that, instead of said, wow, I'm glad I did that, right? So that's the process that we're going through. Oh my gosh, and I just love that. I just love it. All righty. So number 4 is learn from your mistakes, all right? I'm sorry, learn from your feedback. Learn from your feedback. So instead of taking, criticism, constructive criticism, personally or defensively, just try to view it as constructive feedback. All right. So analyze it objectively. Pull out those useful insights, extract those, and really use it as a tool for self-improvement, right? Because feedback is a gift, right? If we look at it that way. Absolutely. Number 5 is to celebrate others' successes. This is so huge. Just, cultivate a sense of genuine happiness and learn from the achievements of others. Oh my goodness gracious. How important is this? This really helps to curb your feelings of, inadequacy, maybe some jealousy. Yes, I said it. Looking at someone else's chapter. They could be on their chapter 8 and you're just starting your chapter 1. So, instead of comparing, let's celebrate their successes and say, oh my goodness, you know what? I can get there, right? Yeah. And it really opens you up to learning from their experiences. So number 6, reframe failures as learning opportunities. Okay, here we go. We know we're going to fail. It's going to happen. So when you fail or you make mistakes, instead of labeling yourself as a failure, right? Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Because every single setback is an opportunity to gather valuable lessons. So, you know what? Embrace those failures, baby, because they're coming. It just depends on what we do with those, right? Number 7 is to cultivate a growth mindset vocabulary. Oh my gosh. Change your freaking internal dialogue. Replace your thoughts like, let me see. Oh, I can't do this. How about replacing that with, I can't do this yet, right? Because this small language or linguistic tweak can really make a difference, and a huge difference in how you perceive your abilities. So cultivate that growth mindset vocabulary. Change it in your head. All right. Change it when you're speaking to yourself. Number 8 is to set realistic and achievable goals. So start with small. I cannot express this enough. I really can't. Make them achievable. Start with small, achievable goals that you know are within your reach, okay? Because if you're making all these big goals and you don't get there, yeah, that's not very motivating, is it? Exactly. Achieving these can really, it can boost your confidence, and it can actually gradually help you embrace bigger challenges, more significant challenges. Isn't that huge? I think it is. All right, so number 9, this is a big one as well. I'm doing this today with streaming on Instagram. So seek out new experiences. Yes. Yep. Again, I'm going to say this over and over and over and over. You're always learning, right? So just regularly push yourself out of your stinking comfort zone. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes it's not fun. It's sometimes you feel really gross about it, right? So just try new things and explore those new ideas. Like going live, in your business, getting yourself out there, branding yourself, right? We're all in business here in the collective, or some of us are, are aspiring entrepreneurs. And we need to really get out of our comfort zone, even to make that first step to launch that business idea or to launch your business. So, we need to continuously be seeking out these new experiences. Try some new things, explore some new ideas, because this really helps in breaking the pattern of a fixed mindset, by showing you that you can adapt and you can learn. All right. That stinking fixed mindset really, what else would I call this? I call it self-sabotage and stinking thinking and self-limiting beliefs and that negative committee on your shoulder. Wipe them off. Seek those new experiences, some new things, because that's going to help you. It's going to help you. Go on, negative committee. All right. Number 10 is to educate yourself continuously. Always learning, you guys. So important. Invest in learning, invest in your personal development. Can't express this enough. The more you learn, the more you expose yourself to new ideas, the more you realize your potential for growth in multiple areas of your life, right? It doesn't matter. Even if you're here on, on this episode and you're like, I don't even want to start a business. Okay, that's great. Awesome. But all of these tips can also work in your personal life. All right. So educating yourself on a hobby or whatever it is that you love to do, but just keep the learning going. Number 11, and I only have, I'm not going to say only, I have 12 tips for you today. Normally I have 3 to 5, but these are so good. And these are things I want you to walk away with and really, really think about and write them down and journal them and use them in your everyday life to move from that fixed mindset. Alrighty. So again, number 11 is to practice mindfulness and self-compassion. I don't know if you caught me last week, but that live was all about self-care and taking care of ourselves as entrepreneurs. Because if we don't, there's not going to be a business to run, right? So what I'm saying is just be mindful of your thought patterns, and, just kind of gently steer them towards, growth-oriented thinking, and just be kind to yourself during this process, right? Take care of yourself, give yourself grace, because change really does take time and it takes repetition. And number 12 is to surround yourself with other growth-minded, like-minded people. Just engage with people who really embody the entire, that growth mindset, because, their attitudes and their behaviors and the vibes, those can really be contagious and inspiring, right? And really provide you with a supportive environment for change. And vice versa, so can a fixed mindset. That can be contagious as well, right? So just remember that, transitioning from a fixed to a growth mindset, it's really a gradual process that requires patience. It requires persistence, continuous learning, exploring. It's about making small, consistent changes in how you think about yourself and your abilities. All right. And you know what? These are just so important. And I do have to tell you that I have some other things that I can cover. Where are we at time? We're at about 25 minutes. So I'm going to start wrapping things up here. But I do want to tell you there's some recommended reading that I have. And I will actually, if any of you are interested in a little worksheet that I've put together, just for this mindset shift, just comment worksheet below, and one of us will get you the link to download this worksheet so that you can use that in your everyday life, so that you can really think about shifting from your fixed mindset to your growth mindset, and just really work on yourself, because I'm telling you, what a difference it makes in your outlook in life, your happiness, how you go about your day, and having that drive just to keep going on and to try new things, right? So, and also, I encourage you to explore various motivation techniques, all of their effectiveness, like changing, can't to can, how you can stay motivated during challenging times. And in that checklist, I will have a mindset quiz. It's a really fun little quiz. It's just like, I don't know, 4 questions, to ask yourself. And then there's a little page that has a results analysis on it. So I also have a bunch of motivation strategy ideas that go along with, shifting from a fixed to a growth mindset. So there's a lot of really cool little super golden nuggets here that you can take away to help you with your growth mindset and with keeping yourself motivated. All righty. So that's all I have for you today as far as fixed versus growth mindset. I do want to tell you also that all of this that I went over today, I actually teach that in my 8-week business boot camp that is going on right now. And the boot camp is, it includes weekly coaching calls. There's also 2 accountability calls for Q&A, and we do this on Zoom so we can see each other face to face, ask each other questions. You can ask me any of the questions that you have about, figuring out what you're good at naturally, your skills, and turning those skills into a profitable, home-based online service provider business. Whether you're working 9 to 5, you're tired of the grind, you just want extra income, whatever the case may be for you, that's the boot camp that I'm running right now. Now, the boot camp, it's kind of spread out over 8 weeks and ends February 21st, but you do have the ability to go in and work on it self-paced. It's just that I like to spread it out so that we have time to really work on the homework and things like that. So that boot camp is going on as we speak. Today is module 3. That starts, let me see, in about a half an hour over in an exclusive group. So if you're interested in the boot camp, if you're ready to start your home-based business, just type boot camp in the comments. We'll get you the link to that. We have some great discussions, some great modules going on over there. And so what you saw today is just a very, very little piece of that. Alrighty. So what else do we have going on? So I want to let you know, I'll see you back here again next Wednesday, January 24th, where I have the fabulous Heidi Meckley, who is a serial entrepreneur. She's an accountability coach, and she is just amazing. And she can help women entrepreneurs, break through barriers. All right. And those self-limiting beliefs. And I'm going to give you a little sneak peek. I'm going to show you this right here. Haha. Yes. Heidi is also an author. I'm going to be sharing her recently published book. How exciting is that? All right. And I'm just going to check the comments very, very quickly. Yes. Life is about the process and the journey. Oh my gosh. Absolutely. And enjoying the moments, right? Because when that time's gone, it's gone. You can't get it back. So let's enjoy the process. All right. Yes. Constant and never ending improvement. Way to rock it. Thank you, Renee. Awesome. Yes. 100%. Oh, you're somebody's live here. Awesome. I'm glad that you were able to catch the live. Very good. Perfect. And I am so excited. I also have another announcement. I have an amazing webinar coming up. Friday, January 26th at 11 a.m. You have to register for it, but it's all about utilizing, monetizing your skills to create an online service provider, home-based business. It is the easy steps to get started. It's what I used to transition from my 9-to-5 job to working at home and creating my life by design, creating the life that I wanted to live. So if you're interested in the webinar, type webinar below. I'll get you to the link to that. My landing page isn't quite ready for that. So as soon as that's ready, I will get that over to you. And we do have some new other exciting guest speakers that are scheduled, and you'll be seeing that coming through the feed. You ladies, I'm here for you. You know, I want to serve you here in this group. So I would highly recommend, and I would love to know what your questions are about starting a home-based business. Alrighty. You know, where are you right now? What are you trying to accomplish? You know, and where do you want to be? Do you want to transition from the 9-to-5? Do you want to earn a little extra income? You know, tell me about it. All right. So that is it for today. I had a great time talking about mindset and motivation. I hope these tips were good for you today, and that you're going to be able to take some things. Hey, how are you? I see you over on Instagram. So Instagram is working. All right. Very first time going live on Instagram today, you guys. So very cool. That's my growth mindset working for me. All right. So I'm wrapping things up again. You know, if you're interested in the boot camp, if you'd like to join the webinar next Friday, not next Friday, Friday the 26th at 11 a.m. It's free. It'll be about 45 minutes, an hour, something like that. You know, so make it quick and easy, but it's going to be all the steps that I used to transition from 9-to-5 to working in a home-based business, providing services to other entrepreneurs and small businesses, utilizing the skills that I already had. All right. And we all have those skills. So, you know, use that growth mindset and say, I know that I have skills, and I know somebody out there in the world can use those skills. All right. So you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. All right. Wednesday and rest of your week. And for all of my boot campers, I will see you in about 30 minutes over in the boot camp group for module 3. And then I will see you tomorrow for our coaching call, our one-on-one group coaching call, where we're going to be able to see each other face to face, and I can answer all of your questions. This was a great session. And thank you again for tuning in. All right. And I will see you very soon, you guys. All right. Have a great day.